Namaste. We are going to be here today just doing a short restorative class. And this is very important. You know, there's some days that we are very tired, but we don't have enough time to take a nap or we don't want to sleep at that time, but we need a little more energy. And a good way to do that is just by restorative poses. So we're going to start. We will need a blanket if you have one nearby. If you have an eye pillow for later for Shavasana, and if you have a block, usually I'm picking up my square block here. It's going to be helpful. Um, so we're going to start today laying on your back. We're going to need this block. Remember that the block has different heights. We can have, this is the smallest, the shortest, then we have a little more, and then we have the highest, right? So I'm going to do the medium. I'm going to lift up my hips, and I'm going to place the base of the spine there. And just allow yourself to restore. If you're okay, you start closing your eyes. Taking a nice deep breath. And with this deep breath, you're giving a message to your body to rejuvenate and to restore. So use your breath as a focus. In a restorative class, the poses that we do are very simple. We don't need to put too much effort. The least effort, but having the benefit of the pose. So here we are allowing our heart to expand. Not just the physical heart, but the most transcendental, the heart that unites with the heart of everything here in creation. Notice the cycle of your breath. With your next breath, try to scan your body. Notice if there is any tension, if there is a stress at a certain point. And then we try to release the stress. So it's not about managing the stress. No, we need to release it. Because the stress is not part of us. Feel your lower back melting into that block that is sustaining you. Now take a nice deep breath. And exhaling slowly, we're going to remove the block by squeezing your glutes and lifting up a little higher than the block. So then with your hands, you can come and release the block. And little by little, bringing those vertebrae and sitting bones down on the ground. Inhaling, elevate those legs up, and then just point and flex. Maybe alternating, one leg is pointing and the other is flexing.
Or perhaps you want to do it both simultaneously. Take one more breath. And exhaling. Plant the soles of the feet down and open those knees out. Very nice. Inhaling, bring those arms up over your head. And this is the next pose. We are going to restore. You know, when I used to live in Fall River, Massachusetts, I had a friend, and every night after she came from work, the way to restore was by drinking a couple glasses of wine. And I always wonder what could have happened if instead of that glass of liquid, we could just relax by doing these simple yoga poses. Notice the clarity that brings into the mind. And we are still in control of our senses. When we have our arms above our head, we are energizing the lungs, those meridians that corresponds to the lungs. It is in the lungs that we feel energized and no sorrow. So breathe in and breathe out. Exhaling slowly, start to bring those arms out to the sides. And bring your block, if you have your block handy, bring it closer. As we bring those knees together, you elevate the feet of the ground and then place the block between both knees. And from here, we're going to twist to the right. So having a block in between those knees help us to maintain a little distance. If you have another block, you can have it in between your feet, the inside of both feet. And then if you're comfortable, slowly, very slowly start to rotate your head towards the left side. Notice if there is some tension here, and then notice how you can relax, rejuvenate. Notice your breath and the expansion, especially on the left side of your torso. Relaxing, finishing your day, or just giving yourself this time so you can continue. Inhaling, bring the left arm up towards the ceiling. Notice how the left shoulder has elevated. And then turn your chest and your head towards the right side. The right palm faces up. And then see if that left hand can be on top of the right palm. Notice the little weight that you're pressing into the right shoulder. Notice how now the top knee is pressing a little more into that block and the block into the right knee. And now breathe. Feel that breath in your spine. Very nice. Inhaling, the left arm goes up towards the sky. So you start opening that shoulder and then keep it open. So you're opening the chest and then you're turning your head towards the left side. So we return back in this twisted position. But this one feels different because it came from a closing to an open. Take a nice deep breath here. And then with your next inhalation, both knees come up. Bring the left hip down on the floor so you're not twisted. Good. And exhale and release those arms down by your sides. Release the block. Plant the soles of the feet down. And this time we're going to sit down on the block. So sit down on the block. And inhale easily. Those legs come up. So if this doesn't feel effortless, try to move the block to find the perfect position. Because the legs are weightless. You're breathing here. Notice what parts of your back are receiving a little more weight. So it is the foundation of this pose. You can start to make circles with those ankles. If you're a person that need to be moving, do that. If you like to be in a stillness, then they can just be there. If you decided to make circles, now go into the other direction. Very nice. This is an inverted position. So we're giving a little break to all the work that our feet does. Notice the blood circulating in reverse. Feel your chest open. And you are relaxing in a very healthy way without any side effects. Focusing on your breath. Exhaling and slowly bending those knees. And then start to plant the soles of the feet down in the ground. Lift up a little higher so you can remove the block. Sit down on the floor and then the block in between both knees. Inhale, open those arms. Letter T. Exhale, twisting to the left. Go slowly. There is not competition. And once your feet arrive there on the floor, maybe they arrive, maybe not. Maybe you need another block there. You can turn your head to the right. See if you can imagine the breath traveling from one hand to the other. The excessive toxins that we accumulate in the body are released by this simple pose. You are investing this time for your own wellness. Inhaling, right arm goes up to the sky. Notice the right shoulder, not more in contact with the ground. Then turn your head towards the left arm And let the left palm facing up and start closing your chest as you bring the right palm on top of the left. Very nice. So both palms are together in a prayer position. And now you can feel your breath in your spine. So sometimes we believe that the breath is only on the front of the body, that it's only on the back, but it's also on the sides. It's a three-dimensional. So in this pose, you can feel it more in the back, but try to feel it in all the sides. Your eyes could be closed the entire time. Relaxing with every breath. As the breath starts to become softer and longer, it brings relaxation. Inhaling, right arm goes up to the sky. And then feel from the center of your chest, opening, opening, opening. Also your head turning towards the right, and let that arm be there on the ground. Very nice. Breathe in and breathe out. With your next inhalation, bring those knees back center so the right hip starts to find a place on the floor. Exhaling, release the block down. This time, plant your hands underneath your buttocks. So you sit down in your palms, extend those legs up, point and flex, point and flex at the same time. Right and foot and left foot, point and flex. And then start bringing those legs down just slightly. And at the same time, you elevate your head and shoulders. And when your legs find the floor in front of you, then you're seated. Yes, very nice. Then that's when we need the blanket. So you can roll the blanket. Bring it here along your legs, and then you fall forward. If you still need a little more elevation, you can have your blocks here and then fall forward. It is not important what you're going to reach, but if you can reach your toes, your knees, hold them with your arms. But then notice the effort that you're doing with your arms. And then I invite you just to release them there by the sides of the legs. This is a very soothing pose. Anytime there is anxiety, a folding forward brings healing. Notice what is happening with every breath that you take. Be aware of how from the hips you're expanding outward, and then from that direction you're coming forward with the spine. And as we're here, gravity gently pushes us more towards the ground. Finding a relaxed position for your arms. Maybe try to stretch those arms again to find another part of your body to connect just briefly as you inhale and exhale. Relax the arms down again. And then inhaling slowly, just lift up the head first until you feel that your neck is in alignment with the spine. And then take a nice breath. Feel it there in the neck, those cervical vertebrae. And exhaling, walking your hands a little farther towards your back. You can bend those elbows and inhale left, push your torso up, but keep those arms extended. Exhaling and inhaling, coming now all the way with your shoulders above your hips. Very nice. Then you can remove your props and sit down in a cross-legged seated position. We're going to do twist. Inhaling, twist to the right as the left hand crosses and then go to the other. So we're not staying longer into this position, but we are moving to one side to another. So notice how we started with very low energy, right? You wanted to be there almost in Shavasana. And now you have energy. Energy maybe to start your day or to continue your day, or maybe to end your day. Do one more to the right and then to the left. Very nice, very nice. Restorative poses. Inhale, bring those arms up over your head. Exhale, palms together at your heart center. Inhale, open those arms. Let those palms be together above you and then palms together at your heart. Third one, inhale, arms go up. Exhale, palms together at your heart center. Breathe here. Closing your eyes and maybe bring your blanket that is folded so you can sit down so your hips could be elevated. And oh, notice the difference. Extend those arms in front of you. And we're just going to have a practice of your breath. There is no sound that will bother you. Every sound that can be heard is just an invitation that you pay attention to your breath. Inhale, chin goes up. Exhale, chin lowers towards the chest. Inhaling, chin goes up. Exhale, chin lowers. And then return back center. And we're going to bring our right palm in front of us. We're going to bring the longest finger, the middle finger, in between your third eye, in between one eyebrow and the other. So that's your third eye. And with the ring finger, cover the left nostril. And breathe through the right nostril only. You can close your eyes so you don't feel overwhelmed by the hand so close to you there.
Exhaling with your index finger, cover the right nostril and lift your ring finger. So we're going to breathe only through the left. Now we're going to alternate, inhaling through the left, cover that left nostril, open the right, exhale. Inhale through that right nostril that is open. Cover the right nostril with your index finger and exhaling through the left nostril as you release the finger there. And inhaling through the left. Cover, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Cover that, exhale through the left. Keep doing this. Nadi Sodhana, alternating nostril. And then slowly release, closing your eyes. Find your breath in both nostrils. Powerful, rejuvenating, clearing your mind. Bringing vitality to your body. When you're ready, open those eyes. Look at your surroundings. Turn your head towards the right side and smile. Inhale, center. Turn your head towards the left. Smile to the surroundings there. Then returning back, center, palms together to your heart center. Notice how wonderful you feel. Much better than when you started. Few minutes of yoga is giving a treasure to yourself. Namaste.